standing over here.
And the intent is if you come and move me, then...
Yes.
And the claim of right.
The claim of right supports my actions to engage in defending myself, so if they do come, they can't charge me, and they can't really lay claim that they're the ones with the moral high ground. And that's what it really is about. You get the moral high ground, you look at them and say, we can't fight, sorry.
Just putting them on notice, basically.
Yeah.
I put my lawyer on notice last week.
Oh, man.
You wouldn't believe, after like 3 weeks of phone calls and no calls returned, typed out the letter, faxed it in, you are now on notice that if I don't have an answer from you by close of business, I think they gave me 24 hours, I will be taking this further. There's my intent, and I had every intention of following it out. Bam, he's on the phone.
Oh yeah, notice counts. They can't. It's information presented that they can't claim ignorance of, and the letter they can.
Once you have a claim of right, is there like a rules of delay or something that's acceptable? That okay, from like once I have my claim of right, like is there a certain that like after 10 days or so, like okay, that's final, there's no response or something? So that's
No, once you have a claim of right, you have a claim of right. But then what you want to do is take that, and you want to be able to stop the cops from coming at you or the government or whatever. So you're seeking a estoppel. Permanent estoppel by acquiescence. The evidence, you take this to a notary public, you say, here's my claim of right, this is what the entire process is, no one has disputed it every chance they've had, and you get a notice of estoppel. And if the cops try stopping you, you show them that, and they are barred from bringing any action.
Before that, you should you should give notice and have a certain respectable delay to get a response.
Yes, you have to give them fair opportunity to respond.
Okay, so there's like a...
14 days is standard and good, and no one can bitch about it.
All right, okay.
Is that something you print in the local paper, or the government?
There's a number of ways to serve notice, and again, that's in the book. Everything, personal delivery. You can post it on their door. You can serve it publicly by way of in the newspaper. If you can put it in the newspaper, that's always best, because part of this is to stand against these people in a public manner, so that people know that they're not alone, and that let them know you're not scared. So yeah, if you can get it in the paper, do that.
How is that serving the notice? That's no public notice. It's not that direct notice to someone. What if they don't read the paper and they don't see it?
That's not my fault.
That's their fault for not reading the paper. It's public knowledge.
So you just keep a copy and there's your hard fact?
Yeah, but bear in mind, if you're thinking this, then you know, I mean, right there, you don't feel that you have served notice. So then you would have an obligation to take other steps to ensure that they do have it. The purpose of that notice in the paper is, it's not to get away with making sure that you can claim they got notice, but they didn't actually. You're not trying to get anything over on anyone. You just want that notice seen from even more people.
2 questions.
No, one at a time, buddy.
The one I have one question that relates to the people in your car. So, is there could an agent have any force, or could they do anything if your vehicle is not registered, registered, and you have a driver's license, and you just make sure that it's okay? You're not a driver, so the people around you in the car, can anything happen to them, or
what they will try to do is they'll try to say, oh, you're a passenger.
Yeah.
A passenger legally, if you look at any conveyance, there's three statuses. There's the owner, the driver. Yeah, the owner, driver, actually 4, passenger and guest.
Okay.
A passenger is someone who is on there and has paid to be there. So if I'm just in your car and we're going down the street and they try saying, oh, are you a passenger? And you say yes, now they will claim the right to affect you because of this supposed commercial transaction taking place. You tell them, no, I'm not a passenger, I haven't paid anyone anything, I'm just a guest and I'm exercising my common law rights.
That's very important to know. Okay. All right. Second thing, if you don't mind.
No, one more.
Okay.
We're all cold and everyone wants to, we're winding up. Okay, one more.
Okay, last one. Okay. The question is, if we have 200 farmers who want to start a cannery and we borrow money for building and equipment, and can we use the money from birth certificate for the loan?
Are you engaging in a profit-making activity?
It would be.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
The concept of profit goes against, it's not a benefit to your society if you're engaging in this for profit.
Okay, so if profit, then no.
Rob, you were mentioning something.